For training side of things, training one muscle group each workout. So it's called the bro split, or what normally people do when they go to the gym, which is like chest on a Monday, back on a Tuesday, shoulders on Thursday, arms on Friday, and then have a day off in the week or whatnot. And you do one specific body part, maybe two, maybe chest and arm, maybe chest and biceps, back and triceps. And why is that not as effective as something that has more frequency and volume or a different setup? So the goal of hypertrophy, or the goal of getting bigger, getting stronger, relates to two things: frequency and intensity. From the research, the more times you stimulate a muscle, so how many times you create the cascade of responses within the muscle tissue to get bigger, the better it is for the opportunity for growth. So the more times you ignite the fire, the more time and more opportunity that the fire has to burn effectively. And what we know from the research is that probably 2 to 3 times per week, if you stimulate that muscle, one muscle, 2 to 3 times a week, you're getting better opportunities for growth than if you would do just one per week. Now, if you think about this, is that it's all about how fast you can recover as well. If you completely trash a muscle group on a Monday and you go for it completely and do 5 to 10 different exercises for that one specific muscle group, you're going to be sore and not be able to do that muscle group again for another 7 days. So we lose out the ability to have that frequency and stimulate the muscle more than once per week. Now, if we take less trashing per week and we take half of that volume, so half of the 10 sets, maybe 10 exercises, and put five on a Monday and 5 on a Thursday, you get 2 opportunities for muscle stimulus with the same amount of volume, and you've probably recovered from Monday to Thursday because you haven't completely trashed it. So the goal is to give as much stimulus as you can recover from over a week-to-week basis. So if you're just starting off, you may get 3 sessions or 2 sessions or 4 sessions, depending on what I've put you on, where you're stimulating muscles maybe twice a week. And that way you can get the adequate amount of stimulus, and then all we have to do is take care of how much progress you're making on a week-to-week basis and how many sets you're doing. And the second thing, so frequency is the first one, so how frequent we stimulate that muscle to get that fire burning and growth mechanism. The second one is volume, so how many sets times how many reps times how much weight that you use will often be a dictating factor over time with how much you can grow and how much strength you can build. Because if you think about what progressive overload is, if you think about what getting more weight on the bar is every single week or getting more reps, it's volume. It's 2 more reps times the sets times weight that you're going to get. And over time, progressive overload takes care of an increase in volume. So we just have to make sure that over time, we're progressing our overload and we're giving enough volume for your muscle groups to get stimulated, to achieve that signaling process. And once we can do that, we will then get that level of growth that you really want, or everyone does want, from building shape or building strength and getting bigger. And then over time, it's managing that volume to ensure that you're not burning out, you're not overtraining, you're not under-recovering, and you are putting yourself in a situation where you can do that over time for 6 to 12 months in blocks. And that's why stimulating muscle groups more frequently and not going for one muscle group on over a 1-day period and just completely trashing it is a much better idea, because you get a better physiological response, and also you don't completely trash it in 1 day, trash all your joints doing the same loads of different exercises in the same movement pattern, and then coming back around 7 days later to do the exact same thing.